Hey, it's Stiles from Brand Content Studios. Here's your Content Marketing Quickie for the week of June 18th, 2019. You lucky Instagram advertiser, you. You not only got something new, you got something that allegedly is going to make everything better and everyone happier. And it all has to do with how you and influencers mercilessly use each other. In the next few weeks, you'll be able to do paid partnership ads. That's what it'll say right there on the ad, paid partnership, and your brand name will be there too. It's all about ad transparency, right? You see, after all this time creating content marketing so that the public won't be able to tell the difference between content and an ad, the platforms are having to make it clearer which is which. But what's good about this is it lets you incorporate your brand content into their Instagram ad strategy. Now, according to Instagram's numbers people, 68% of people go there to interact with creators. So now brands can use those digital artists in an advertising environment that includes all those Facebooky targeting options. Now your paid partnership post can go beyond your followers and your influencers' followers. And that allows for more discovery of both. See how that works? Agencies like Scott Harkey's OH Partners dig it. Brands like Lee at Weingarten's Old Navy, they dig it. You know, Instagram has some pretty unhappy influencers, and they're hoping this makes them a little happier. And isn't that what we all want? Just to be a smidge happier? What made them unhappy was Instagram taking away the like counts from posts. So this could be a way to appease them with some additional reach. I don't know. Influencers are a vain lot. They get off on big like numbers. Anywho, this paid partnership ad option will also be available in stories in a few months. How important is mobile? Well, put your phone in the driveway, run over it with your car, and then see how you feel. That's how important mobile is. Vince Nero reports that Siege Media just put out some stats to back that on up. 1, browsers and apps have to be really fast on mobile. After all, the expectation is, I'm on mobile, I'm on the go, I'm so busy and important, I need this site to load instantly. That's you. Think with Google says 53% of mobile users, they're gone. They leave if things don't happen in 3 seconds. Probably sooner. 2, despite more power and big, beautiful monitors, nobody wants to sit down to a desktop anymore. ISSUU, I'm not stuttering, all those letters are in their name, shows mobile traffic has a 125% growth rate. Desktop has a 12% growth rate. Wah, rah. 3, the most value is in video content, especially videos that make you feel something. See, it's not just me. Animoto did a study showing 29% of men and 23% of women are likely to comment on emotional videos. Oh, those emotional men out there. 4, Think with Google also found people interact twice as much with brands on mobile than they do anywhere else. And 5, you should use social to listen and see what people want on mobile from you. That's why I keep the Content Marketing Quickie quick, because you're on the go. Go, go, go. Very busy, very important. Oh, what's the matter, Skipper? You've submitted 498 guest posts to influential sites, and you got turned down by every single one of them. You know why? Because you know and they know that you're just trying to use them to get authoritative links back to your site, a site which is probably much less authoritative than theirs because otherwise you wouldn't be trying to get on it. Adam Torkeldsen says, don't feel too bad. There's nothing wrong with trying to guest post. Just be cool about it and understand how things work. These sites got to be the coveted authoritative sites that they are by making sure the content that goes on it stays high value. Now, I know you think every word you write is pure Shakespearean gold, cuddling the knowledge of the great minds of our time, like Newton, Hawking, Carrot Top. But Maybe not. Probably not. When you send in your 498 articles, they're thinking, is this real difference-making content? Will it actually hurt our influence? Is it something new or just the same old rehash and bringing up the rear thought leadership? Literally, you won't be able to pay them to harm the influence they've worked so hard and spent so much time building up. Adam's tips to give yourself at least a shot. Don't sell yourself in the article. Don't put 12 links to yourself in it. And as mentioned earlier, add real value and something fresh. If you aren't providing that, you're not really needed. And lastly, make sure you're writing for the site's niche audience. You're not submitting the same article unedited to 20 different places, are you? Well, stop it. And lastly, what kind of quickie would I be if I didn't include some of the more pertinent info for digital marketers that came out of the Mary Meeker Annual Internet Trends Report? They call her the queen of the internet, you know. Well, this thing is 333 slides long, so here we go. Slide number 1. Wait, don't hit stop and go find an NPR podcast. I'm not going through all 333. Just the fun ones. Internet ad spending was up 22% in 2018. Most of that is on Google and Facebook, but Amazon and Twitter are actually growing their share a bit. 62% of digital display ad buying is for programmatic, and that number's probably headed up and to the right. It's costing more, a lot more, to acquire customers. Now, we all know that sucks because if it gets too high, it's really not worth the long-term revenue that each customer provides. Mary says things like free trials and unpaid tiers are going to play a much bigger role in customer acquisition going forward. For instance, this podcast is free, and it's my devilish plan that it will make you listen to more episodes, which will also be free, so I don't seem to have much of a business plan here. Dangerous waters ahead for targeted advertising thanks to regulation and privacy issues. Nobody knows where all that's going to land yet. Plus, although more people are seriously starting to worry about it, Americans are spending more time with digital media than ever. 6.3 hours a day in 2018. That's up 7%, mostly on mobile. So if you make some half-decent content, the people are definitely glued to their smart screens. Time spent on YouTube and Instagram is going up most. Digital, it's now 28% of all video usage time, so TV's share is down to 72%, because I math. Monthly active podcast users went from 22 to 70 million since 2008, with the sharp rising trend hitting right before 2014. Images rule when it comes to content and how we communicate. We're basically regressing back to grunts and cave drawings. And lastly, I just have to say my heart goes out again to all my friends in my former industry of radio, which continues to get screwed over royally by advertisers. When you look at TV, desktop, and mobile, the ad spend share pretty much matches up with its usage by the public. But look at print. And even though 3% of media time is spent there, advertisers love it anyway, giving it 7% of ad spend. Now look at radio. That gets 12% of the public's media usage, but advertisers couldn't care less. It only gets 8% of ad spend. Maybe ad buyers are still just pissed they didn't win concert tickets as a kid. That's the Content Marketing Quickie for this week. Subscribing will make it easier for you to get. Of course, if you use the Apple Podcast app, they'll stop counting downloads if you don't listen for a while, so use Spotify. Back next week.